realest, hands down. If you got a problem with me, say it now. Cause I don't wanna hear no sleep.
What's up, YouTube? I'm back again. Today's topic is going to be boot camp. Navy boot camp to be in specific. So it's been a year and some change since I first went to boot camp, whatever. So it's gonna be kind of spotty. So give this a thumbs up, subscribe, help your girl out, So when I first, so let's go. Sorry, I didn't plan this. So October 1st is when I left from MEPS to go to boot camp. I was already kind of like, oh, okay. Because I ain't gonna lie. At first I was like, oh no, let me go back. I'm done. I don't want to do it no more. It was too late. So I went there. I was with a huge group first off. Because we went from the plane, from MEPS to the airport. From the airport to Chicago. So it was at the airport in Chicago. Keep in mind, I didn't know none of these people I was with. So I was just like, I guess. And they were like, I don't know. So it was there. We sat there for like 3 to 4 hours, until someone, we had they give these meal tickets, and you can buy up to a certain amount with these meal tickets from they had a whole bunch of food places in the airport in Chicago you can use that money for. So then finally it goes it's late, it's dark outside or whatever, and they finally yeah, they're waiting for us. They want all of us to be downstairs, and so we go downstairs. They were turn your phones off, all this other stuff. They was telling us, the USO people was make sure you turn your phone off, make sure you turn your phone off. But it's always that one person that's gonna have their phone on, will be on their phone, as they told you. And if you have any over-the-counter medicines and whatnot. So we turned our phones off. We had 3 people come in. It was they were screaming. It's turn your phones off, turn your phones off, turn off your electronics, It was and then they finally started going over with this. Okay, we had to stand up, we had to stand at attention. And they were okay, you have 5 seconds to turn your phone off and put it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. So everybody, my phone was already off, so I was not even tripping. I knew what it was before. So it was this one girl. I'll never forget this. It was so funny. It was this one girl. When they first sorry, I'm skipping, going back and forth. I told you it's kind of spotty. So they come in. The girl was she was on her phone, talking yeah, mom, I'm at the airport. It goes didn't they tell you to turn your fucking phone off? I was so dead. I was weak. But anyways, that was so funny. Cause it was just I would have laughed so bad, but I know I was gonna get yelled at, so I just said. But anyways, so after all that's done, we got on this bus. It was a big bus. They're this ain't no sightseeing. So on the way there, they didn't want you to look out the window. It was this video that was playing that was talking about basically the Navy or whatever, and the boot camp and what to expect, and it was nothing like those things. I was I definitely wasn't looking at that video. I'm not even gonna lie. It was because you're not even really thinking about it. You're what the fuck did I just get myself into? So we're in a bus, and they're just screaming, put your legs in the seat, make sure your legs, it better not be in my fucking out, it was not a long drive, but it was kind of, So we finally get to the place or whatever, and we're there, and they're screaming, we was at the gate, the military gate or whatever, and they're as soon as this bus stops, I want y'all to get the fuck off my bus. They was all they're not playing. So I'm oh, okay. So we had our medical records and stuff like that. It was a whole packet with all your stuff in there pretty much. So we get off, the bus stops, and they're yelling, get off my bus, get off my bus. One girl fell. I was damn. But I got my ass off that bus. I ran, put that shit. It was a box you put your thing in, and you run inside the building. You get in the building, you have your bag. They make you do not step on the flags. Still a bunch of flags on the floor. Do not step on the flags. They will cuss you the hell out. I've still to this day I don't understand why. I think it was just a thing there. But so we're there in Chicago, and we're in the building, and So they're like, okay, like telling us all this other stuff, like, don't play, it's not the place to play, I was sending you home, all that kind of stuff. So we have our phone, like, they giving us like our phone call. We're basically saying it was only 2 minutes. Yeah, 2 minutes, literally 2 minutes, or you just fuck. Your people didn't answer? Oh, fucking well. So you had your phone, you called your people. You was like, yeah, I'm here, I'm safe and sound. I'll talk to you in whatever amount of weeks or whatever. I think it was like 2 weeks. But so we had to hang up. My now husband was like, oh, why did you call me? I was not about to call him because I was about to be in tears. I was about to be crying. But anyways, after that, it was funny because that guy that was there, he was my RDC later, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, hold on. No, he just looked like him. I'm tripping. So after that, this is like kind of like the, I think what it was called, like the recession, whatever shit thing they called it. It's kind of similar to that, but you still got yelled at. So it's like you're basically getting everything, like you're getting your shoe size, your go fast size, like all your uniform items pretty much. Like you had, it was kind of uncomfortable. It's like you had to dress in front of all like these film, like you was literally undressing. They had this little thing to try your like actually get your accurate shoe size. Some people was like, oh, I don't know what size. How you not know your shoe size? Anyways, after that, yeah, I'm kind of skipping. I apologize, but it was after that. So after this, like we're in this room, whatever. The one I was like, we were changing in front of everyone. It was just females, and then males in another room. So this lady, she was always yelling, like she was on her shit, like she was not playing. So this is like my all time, like I would never get this thing too, because this pissed me off. So we already getting yelled at or whatever, and I'm like, we had like these socks, you put all your important stuff, it's a happy sock or something like that, and you had to carry, like put on your sweatpants, it had to be right here, hanging off your sweatpants, whatever, that they gave to you. And so I'm like, I swear I just had my sock, like, but, so it turned out the girl beside me, she had took mine, but she thought I had hers, so which was stupid. You took mine. She was like, I think it's in your box. I think mine's in your box. So the ladies yelling at us. Like, we were sitting here getting yelled at because bitch stole my shit. So after that, we go outside or whatever to get the box cut open. This is like the box we send back home to, like our phones, our clothing we had on, like all stuff like that. So they cut it open, and turns out I didn't have her stuff in there. They opened her box, they started yelling at her because she had her own stuff in the box. Like, she didn't even say sorry. I was like, excuse you. So I go back, like we already behind. Then we get this little next card. It's like a mini card and it has money. It had like $250 for the whole time bootcamp. It's like for real time. And of course it's gonna be out your first check. It's not just like, you know. So we're sitting here waiting. You don't go to sleep for that whole day. The next day is when you go to sleep. But we had got our RDCs. We finally met our RDCs. Like, it's so weird, but it's like unique at the same time, because it's like, oh wow, like it's really about to get real. So that day, they come in or whatever, and they had this little statement they have to say, and they're like, they start screaming, like, your time bootcamp starts now, and they're like screaming, so get the fuck up, and everyone's like, they're yelling at you pretty much. But what I didn't know, they're not supposed to beat you. Like, they can't beat you the first week. That's what I found out there. But we ended up getting beat. Like, so we got our first week is like shots pretty much and getting used to it. But that first day, I was so fucking tired. Like, they went to sleep and they woke us up right at 4 o'clock. So they went to sleep like, I want to say 8 or 9. And keep in mind, you couldn't sleep like that because the beds are like, I don't know, it was just something you weren't used to, and it was so quiet, like, it was weird. You hear people crying, you're just like, oh shit, like, okay. So after that, when we wake up, they had watch started already. Someone was like, they would have people on watch. Watches was like an hour at that point. Then later down the line, the watches get longer, it's like 2 hours. And there's one watch, at the end, like 4 hours. But watch be saving you, like, for real, during bootcamp. So, in bootcamp, I was like, I didn't have a job. I didn't want a job. I tried to hide and stay in the back, but they didn't give me a job anyway because let me stop. I'm skipping around. I'll tell you down the line. But yeah, so after that, the food was pretty nasty the first day. I don't know. It was just like, I was so sick. Everybody was throwing up, all types of stuff. I threw up myself. I was like, so I feel like they did it purposely, like make the food nasty or something, because it was not good. And then the next day, like later down the line, the food was good. Like, it was just the first day was like trash. It depends on what ship you go to. So after that, like we ran like pretty much every day. Like we did the baseline the first week, but before the baseline, this is like the worst part. You get your peanut butter shot. Like, if y'all know what that is, like it hurts. I'm just saying, it hurts. And you're getting shots constantly, like that first week. Just that was one day, I think. And you're eating those bag lunches they have there is good. I don't know, maybe it was just hungry. They was good. And then, so the next week is like you pass your PFA or whatever, your baseline, and you're pretty much just, that's when it's like the gut down, because they're gonna be beating you. But the first week for me, they beat us right after our shot. So this before our baseline, they beat us. I feel like it was something crazy. Like, it was just, no, the bathroom was like fucked up. Like, they didn't clean shit up. But they beat us. So the next day, but the floor was wet, so it was like we were slipping and sliding the whole time. So it was like, dang. But the next day, what else? And then later on, they started assigning jobs. Like, there was like MA, Yeoman, RPOC, A-Rock, all types of stuff. But I got yelled at because my actual job in Navy is a yeoman. And they were like, why didn't you tell me you were a yeoman? So basically I was like the yeoman, but I wasn't the yeoman. I was like writing stuff. I was a board yeoman pretty much. But then, you marched. Keep in mind, when I was there, it was so cold. Like, it was freezing cold. Like, it was snow every fucking where. Like, there was snow watch when I was there. That's how much snow was. But next, it was like, you have these little, I don't want to say, it's like checkpoints. Pretty much, it's like everybody went through the same thing. Bootcamp pretty much, like, I don't know, like, for me, it got to the point where we got beat so much, I just didn't care, you know? It was like, I mean, we're gonna get beat anyway. It's just normal. Everybody's gonna get beat. Like, there's no way you can avoid it. It's nothing like that. Like, you're gonna get beat. There's gonna be ITE sessions. ITE sessions, like, if your division get beat enough, it's like, okay. Like, my division got beat all the time, so ITE sessions was nothing to me. But some people still were like, oh no, da da da. But we got beat all the time, so I was already prepared for it. Like, but then later, like, I don't know, you meet real good friends in boot camp. Though, like, I still talk to this one person. But really, I'm cool with a lot of people, but that's just like one person I actually talk to. Mainly, she's real cool. But it's real fun to me. And boot camp was pretty fun. Like, now that I look back at it, it was like, if I could do it again, I would. It's pretty fun. But what else? So I feel like I'm missing so much. I don't know. What else? The base, like the very last PFA, if you like actually push yourself through the whole, like the beatings and whatnot, I feel like it's not hard. Like you have to actually, like, you could, like, I didn't come prepared for boot camp. I didn't work out anything before I went to boot camp, but I feel like the workouts they do every day for you, it was like up to par. Like, it helped you with your stamina, all type of stuff. But it wasn't hard to me. Like, it really wasn't. But I like the fact, like, near the end, when they had like these little workout sessions, it was like mini workout sessions or whatever, and they would play music. But my artist, she's like, they were really chill. Like, when we did that, like, you knew more about them. You knew about their personalities and stuff like that more when you worked out with them. Like, ours, like, they were really cool, but when you pissed them off, it was like, oh dang, never mind then. But that was my boot camp experience. I graduated December 7th, so I'm a very special person. I feel like it was a very special division. It was so much snow on the ground, but I was so happy. I didn't care about the snow. I was ready to go. But yeah, until next time, if y'all have any more questions or want to know any more about it, just let me know. I'll throw another video out for it. But right now I'm on deployment, so this is not like my usual scene. But yeah, you get it. Well, until next time.